Welcome to Chromium, the Mutable. As far as our opening hand goes, I guess we keep on this one. I mean, we can Mystical Tutor for some sort of card draw. Is that what we want? Yeah, I guess so. I guess we'll keep on this one. We've got Thran Dynamo, we've got 4 lands, so that's kind of what's making you want to keep. And we have a Scry to lead the turn off, so that's right on the cusp of mulliganing to see if we can't get something a little bit more explosive. But if we run into a really bad hand after we mulligan, I don't think that would be too good. So yeah, it's right on the cusp of keeping. All right, let's lead off a Temple of Deceit. Get the Scry going. The Scurry, the Fever, the Insanity, the Trading Post. Do we want Trading Post? Let's go and put that on the bottom for right now. Let's see if we can't grab one of our combo pieces. And then anything else, kick it back over to our opponent. But we were playing Chromium, the Mutable Flash. The spell cannot be countered, flying. Then discard a card. Chromium becomes Invisible Stalker and can't be blocked. Playing gets Olivia. And actually, let's kick it back over to our turn. Ooh, there we go. Drawn to Mind Crank. Okay, so now we kind of got some sort of game plan to go for. Get down. Let's get Swamp. Let's go for Signet. And then kick it back over. Playing gets Olivia. Flying, and then for a 2-mana activation, Olivia deals 1 damage to another target creature. That creature becomes a vampire. In addition to its other types, put a +1 counter on Olivia. Then for a 5-mana activation, gain control of target vampire for as long as you control Olivia, which I like playing against Olivia. Always makes for a fun match. And since we're just kind of getting off to a slow start, let's go for a Temple of Enlightenment. Let's get another Scry going. We get double Scurry, double Fever. Toxic Deluge, yes, I like that a lot. We're going to put that on top. That'll give us some sort of answer for any sort of board state our opponent might want to kind of build up. Let's go for Spellskite too. We'll get down Spellskite, and that still leaves us up on Mystical Tutor. And I think on Mystical Tutor, what we'll end up doing is going for some sort of piece that allows us to grab the secondary combo piece with Mind. Oh. Yep, opponent went for unlicensed disintegration. Okay, that's fine. That's one of the main things we have Spellskite in here is to protect our combo pieces. So I'm glad we didn't lead off with Mind Crank. That would have not been good for us. We'll see if they get down. If it's going to be 4 total mana, yep, it's going to be Olivia. So we're going to go for Mystical Tutor. And we're going to grab, I think at this point, we just need to grab Vampiric Tutor. Yeah, because that's going to put us on Deathmetal Guildmage. So we're going to put that on top. We'll be able to draw into that. Also go for Thran Dynamo and get down Mind Crank. And then hopefully just kind of stabilize or go for the actual combo itself. That's what we're going for. Let's get down Waste. Go for Thran Dynamo. Tap down the Signet first. Go for Thran Dynamo. It's going to be 1-2. And make sure that we do leave up at least black mana for this Vampiric Tutor. Get down Thran Dynamo. Go for Mind Crank. That's going to be 1-2. Okay, then anything else, kick it back over to our opponent. So, next turn, we do have Mind Crank on the battlefield. We can tutor for Dustmantle Guildmage. That will put us in a position where we can get down Dustmantle Guildmage and still go for the activation. Now, the only thing is we don't have a way to get the combo going. If you're not familiar with the Mind Crank combo, we get down Mind Crank, get down Dustmantle Guildmage, then that allows us to get the combo going. They're going to put a card in their graveyard. They're going to lose a life. When they lose a life, put a card in their graveyard, rinse and repeat until they have no more cards left in their library. And it's really a fun way to kind of combo out. Let's go for Vampiric Tutor. So if we can get some sort of way to, because unfortunately, if we just plop down Dustmantle Guildmage, they're going to be able to Olivia that one. But we're really still going to go ahead and get Dustmantle into our hand. Where are you, buddy? There we go. Let's grab Dustmantle. It's going to go on top of our library. We'll draw into that next turn, and then we'll worry about flashing in Chromium. You know, thankfully with Chromium being a 7/7, we can still block Rakdos, Lord of Riots, from swinging across. Now we might be able to combo off. Let's see. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be 2 for Dustmantle Guildmage, 2 for the activation. I think the only downside is we don't have enough black or blue mana. No, I think we do, because we got 3 blue sources and 3 black sources. Yeah, let's add the mana real quick. So we've got, that's going to be black, blue for Dustmantle Guildmage. Then that'll be activation. No, that's going to cut us off on, we don't have enough blue mana, because we need 1, 2, actually we need 3 blue sources. Yeah, because we go cast Dustmantle. No, we need 3 black sources. We don't have enough mana to do that. So what we're going to do at this point is simply just leave up Chromium, and then we'll flash that in. That way we can stop Lord of Riots from, dealing any sort of damage. And I think Yeah, because even if we do Flashing Chromium, because the last thing I want to do is give them Chromium. That would not be good. If they pop Chromium for 2 damage and then gain control of it, that would definitely accelerate their clock. Now, like I mentioned, we don't have a way to combo off a Dust Mantle Guild Mage. Once we get to about 7 mana, that's going to be 2 for Dust Mantle, 3 for the activation. That's going to be 5, and then we need 9 mana to go for that. Basically, we need 9 total mana to combo off in one single turn, and that's going to allow us to combo off. The only downside is we need at least 3 blue sources and 3 black sources. So if we do draw into at least another black source for next turn, or another black source, that will allow us to go off for the combo, because we get down Dust Mantle Guild Mage, we go for that second activated ability, put the top 2 cards of their library into the graveyard, and then, do we have a Flashing Chromium? We're looking at 9. Yeah, that might draw out some sort of hate for the turn. They go for that, and then they can grab it next turn. Yeah, I guess technically we can. Yeah, we'll go and flash in Chromium. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's flash in Chromium. If they've got some spot removal, they've got it. So let's flash in Chromium. Let's get blue down. There we go. Flashing Chromium. Now, as far as Chromium being the commander for this deck, the main reason is because it gives us some sort of finisher. You know, we have a big creature. At this point right now, our opponent's swinging in with Rakdos, so we can declare Chromium a blocker on Rakdos, and it just allows us to get some sort of board state stabilization. That's basically why Chromium's the commander. Plus, it gives us access to Dust Mantle Guild Mage, Mindcrank combo, and the Thopter Foundry combo, which is something that I highly enjoy playing. So let's go ahead and block with Chromium on Rakdos. Yeah, flying and trample. Yeah, that's fine. Get out of here, Rakdos. We'll see if they have any sort of spot removal. If not, then we might try to go for Dust Mantle Guild Mage, because what ends up happening is, okay, they're going to deal 2 damage. Or excuse me, deal 1 damage, go for the activation. And that'll basically just send Chromium back to the command zone, which is fine, because we were worried about them gaining control of Chromium. Definitely make that trade. It's going to put us down to 21, and that will be 7 total commander damage. Yeah. Ooh, drawn to Muddle, too. Okay. So we can Muddle. I don't think we can Muddle into anything that really helps us get the combo. If we wanted to, we can actually Muddle for another colored source. Yeah, let's go and go for that, because it's a little slow, but you know, we're in here to get the Mindcrank win. That's what we're going to go for. So let's go for Muddle the Mixture. That way we can grab another colored source, and that allows us to finally go for that Dust Mantle Guild Mage activation. And it's beautiful. If you've never seen the Dust Mantle Guild Mage combo on Magic Online, it's glorious. It looks good. Let's grab Dimir Signet. Let's go for let's tap down Signet. We'll go for Dimir Signet. And then that'll put us, hopefully our opponent doesn't have the spell that blows up all artifacts, because that would not be good. But next turn we'll be able to combo off a Dust Mantle Guild Mage and go from there. But yeah, with Mindcrank, yeah, I spent a long time playing Mindcrank in Modern, so that's why I really enjoy this combo. It's one of the very few combos that I do play in Commander, and it's really fun seeing it on Magic Online, because it has this, okay, I got worried. I got really worried that was going to happen. All right, so the swinging in, that's perfectly fine. That's going to put us down to 13, and that is 11. So we can go for Dust Mantle. So let's get the mana going. We'll get down Sunken Hollow, and we're going to go for Dust Mantle Guild Mage. Just make sure we tap this mana first. Tap down the Signet, and we'll tap down the other Signet with that colorless mana. Get down Dust Mantle Guild Mage. And I'll show you how we're going to be able to combo off. So what we do is we're going to hold priority, and we're going to put the second ability on the stack first. So we're going to choose target player. They're going to put the top 2 cards of their library into the graveyard. We're going to add blue to our mana pool. Now with that trigger on the stack, we're going to go for the first activated ability of whenever a card is put into our opponent's graveyard, they're going to lose a life. And we're about to see the fireworks right now. Oh, look at that. And also, let's say our opponent did leave up mana, they left up Olivia. Once we get these activations on the stack, that's all that matters. So let's go and yield to this. Always yield. Always yield to that. And we'll see Mindcrank. We're going to always yield to Mindcrank. And then if our opponent's yielding, look at that. Look at the life total go down. So basically, this is just what the Mindcrank combo is capable of. And, oh, that's beautiful. And the fun thing about the combo is, let's say that they have infinite life or something. Either way, two things happen with the Mind Crank combo. They're going to lose a bunch of life, and they go down to 0, or let's say they have a ton of life and they mill through their entire library into the graveyard, then they go to draw for the turn, they have no card to draw. So unless they're running Laboratory Maniac, then you can close the game out either way. So good game to our opponent. We're able to get it with Dustmantle Guildmage. Even though we didn't have a way to force a card into the graveyard, once you get to like 9 mana, cast Dustmantle Guildmage, you're good to go. If you're worried about, not worried about the combo, but a little bit of a information about it, you can stop the combo by destroying Mind Crank. If our opponent gets rid of Dustmantle Guildmage, it doesn't matter. We've already gotten the activated ability, so that's what matters in this particular matchup. Is once you get the Dustmantle Guildmage activations going, you're good to go. So they can, if they have Path to Exile, Terminate, whatever, take care of it. It doesn't matter. So the best way to think about it is, if you're new to Magic, it's like Dustmantle Guildmage has thrown the grenade. If you get rid of the person who threw the grenade, it doesn't matter. The grenade is in the air, and that's once we get those activated abilities, that's when it happens. So anyway, good game to our opponent. Love getting the Mind Crank combo going. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. Welcome to Chromium, the Mutable. As far as our opening hand goes, yeah, I like this. Well, do we? We got Fabricate. Yeah, we'll keep on this one. A little clunky. We don't really have any card draw. Now we'll make it work. Hopefully we get lucky. But yes, welcome to Chromium. I'll kind of explain what we got going on here in just a second. But we are playing Chromium, the Mutable. Flash. The spell can't be countered flying. Then discard a card until end of turn. Chromium becomes a human with base power toughness 1/1. Loses all abilities. Gains hexproof and can't be blocked this turn. We draw to Sorcerer's Spyglass. Let's lead off with Prairie Stream. Have that come into play tapped, and then we'll kick it back over to our opponent. We're playing against Zada. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets Zada, copy it for each other creature that it could target, and then each copy targets a different one of those creatures. So basically just kind of turns all of your fun instant sorceries into a lethal board state. Sometimes kind of depends on what's going on. And sorry, my cat's in my lap, and she wants me to hold her like a baby sometimes, and it's a little hard to do that. So I'm trying. There we go. All right, I'm a little bit more comfortable. Okay, so we can chat. Let's get down Island, or if actually one of Catacombs will allow us to grab a black source. I kind of like that. Let's crack Catacombs. Yeah, my cat is my production assistant. She likes to sit in my lap. Let's get down Underground Sea. Let's go for Ever-Flowing Chalice with the multi-kicker. Definitely want to cast that with the multi-kicker, because if you don't, it'll just enter the battlefield, and that's not fun for us. Don't like that. But we did cover both commanders. Give a quick shout out to MTGOTraders. If you want to get into Commander Online, be sure to hit them up and hit up their paper store, Cape Fear Games, for any paper needs. And also, shout out to inkgaming.com. If you use coupon code JOLT, that'll give you 10% off your order. And also, that'll if you use the coupon code, it'll go back towards the channel. So get a little bit of a kickback on the back end if you want something like a custom play mat. And last but not least, let's say there's a thumbnail that you really enjoy of mine. I'm starting to post wallpaper links in the description. That way, if you want to grab that image and use it as a desktop wallpaper for whatever sort of deck, maybe something like the Unesh Value Train, I'm taking the text off of it to where you can just use it as wallpaper. So there you go. Let's get down Island. So at this point, we've got Sorcerer's Spyglass. They've got 3 cards in the hand. We've got Fabricate. We are sitting at 4 mana. Do we want to go for some sort of ramp? With this Chromium deck, it's pretty much open for whatever we want to go for. If we want to go for the Mind Crank combo, we certainly can. I think I kind of like grabbing some sort of ramp off of this. So let's go for Fabricate. Because worst case scenario, we just simply just get down Chromium and kind of start going from there. Let's get this popped out just a little bit. Let's grab Soul Ring. Let's go for Soul Ring. And then once we do, hopefully if we draw into a few more Planeswalkers, we'll be able to get down Tezzeret and get down the Chain Veil and start going for those activations. But yeah, if you haven't seen this deck before, this is basically just kind of like Esper Tezzeret. We've got the Thopter Foundry combo in here. We've got a Mind Crank in here. We've got tons of Tezzeret Planeswalkers. So we've got a ton of fun stuff. And in fact, if we end up going for the Thopter Foundry combo off of Reshape and, well, never mind. But I'm just going to go for Reforge the Soul. That's going to get rid of it. So we still at least have Trading Posts, but actually, that's not too bad. That's going to give us Vendetta to deal with Zada, which is something that we're okay with. And Padium will hopefully allow us to draw a few more cards. But we'll have to deal with Hedron Archive. Yeah, because with Padium, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control the artifact with the highest converted mana cost or tied, we get to draw a card. So that'll be a good card draw source for us. So we may end up going for that. Now, we do have to watch out for Goblin Rabble Master. It will be getting a really nice bonus from these Ooh, drawn to Sword of the Meek. Hey, I like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Yeah, let's go for Pedium. I think I like that. So 1, 2, 3. We'll go for Pedium. We'll go for Sword of the Meek. And that way we can hopefully just get some of these creatures down and kind of maybe stabilize. And let's go for Polluted Delta. So we get down Polluted Delta. That keeps us on. Yeah, I think we need to go for Vendetta on Goblin Rabble Master. Yeah, we need to do that, especially before they get any more tokens. So let's go and crack Polluted Delta. Let's grab a Black Source. Anything that comes, we'll grab Scrubland. That way it comes into play. Don't lose any life. We'll go from Vendetta on Goblin Rabble Master. And that way we get rid of that extra Goblin Source. Now that does leave them open for Zada, but it is what it is at this point. And then anything else, kick it back over to our opponent. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're looking at 8 total mana. So that does put us in the range of going for Chromium. Now with this deck, like I mentioned, it's kind of like a Tezzeret artifact build. Why is Chromium the commander? A lot of the time when you're building this deck, you're trying to get some sort of just little combo going on the battlefield. And simply having a 7/7 flyer that you can flash in out of the command zone to close the game out. It's really just kind of more of a control finisher with Chromium. Plus, it gives us access to the Thopter Foundry combo alongside the Minecraft combo, which is it's always fun. It's pretty much just why I built the deck. Is like I want to play Thopter Foundry and I want to play Minecraft, and so that's why I have Chromium. But it also allows us to get a 3-turn clock going with Chromium in the air. Okay, opponent's gonna go for Twin Flame, and that's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of Gerblins. And this is what makes Zada so much fun, is just look at this board state. Ugh. And oh yeah, they're gonna have to choose which one they want to keep. Yeah, they'll definitely choose their original commander. So accelerate against haste until end of turn, draw an additional card. Now they all have haste, so at this point they're just look at that. Oh, you can see how explosive that can be. Maybe we could have held on to Vendetta for Zada, but like I mentioned, it's that Goblin Rabble Master's gonna get going pretty quick. So they're gonna swing in for 3. I guess we'll just go and block Pedium since it's only just a 1/4. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so it's gonna leave Pedium on the battlefield. We will still be able to cash in no, excuse me, we're not gonna be able to cash in a card draw because we did not get down Ironworks or the other one. And then we draw into Mana Vault. So we go for Ironworks. That's going to allow us to sacrifice some creatures. You can actually go infinite with the Thopter Foundry combo with Ironworks, sacrificing those creatures. Yeah, let's go for Temple of Deceit. Let's get the Scry going. The Scurry. The Fever. Chaos Wand. Yeah, let's go put that on the bottom for right now. And we'll go ahead and go for Ironworks. Let's go Soul Ring, Mana Vault. Let's get down Ironworks. And that way it at least allows us to get some card draw off of Pedium. And I guess if we wanted to, we could just equip Sword of the Meek onto Pedium. That's going to give it an additional power and toughness bonus. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, because we're not really... We could try to leave up a counterspell, but at this point, we kind of want to leave Pedium on the battlefield. This is going to be a 2/6. That might make a difference in some sort of damage from our opponent. And then we'll keep our fingers crossed that we survive next turn. Hopefully we do. But yeah, with the Thopter Foundry combo, once you get that Thopter on the battlefield, you sacrifice it to Ironworks, then you get that colorless mana on your battlefield, or your mana pool, and then you basically just loot for as many Thopters as you want. So basically you just kind of gain infinite life, and you gain infinite creatures. Now they don't have haste, but the main thing is with Ironworks and the combo is that it allows you to gain infinite life, which allows you to kind of stabilize. So target creature can't block this turn. Oh, look at that card draw. Yeah, let's go and let them get through a lot of these triggers really quick. And they are sitting at 11 cards in their hand with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and technically like 6 mana open. Okay, the opponent's going to get down Goblin King, which is going to give their creatures haste and Mountain Walk. Now, we don't have any mountains, and this reminds me of the video that we did last time where... Oh, look at that. Whoa. Okay, so let's go and always yield to that, and we'll let them resolve this Reckless Charge, but I think that might be it on this one. Man, you can see how good Zada can be. Yeah, we should have held on to that Vendetta. But even then, we were just buying ourselves a turn, to be perfectly honest. So let's get this done. And they do have Mountain Walk, but at this point right now, we can only block one creature, and that's going to be 5. That's going to be 25, 30. Yeah, that's going to be a huge chunk of damage. So good game to our opponent. They're going to get on this one. You can see how explosive Zada can be. Simply just using those draw cards. That it's just, where was it? That one? It's like a 1 mana, not Faithless Looting, but yeah, something like Renegade Tactics. Target creature can't block, draw a card. Being able to draw 7 more cards definitely allows you to get some sort of way to close the game out. So anyway, good game to our opponent. They got this one with Gerblin Tribal. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.